GamingBolt presents most embarrassing video game moments caught on live camera. There have been a ton of embarrassing moments on stage in front of millions of viewers in the video game industry. From Nintendo to Microsoft to Sony and Ubisoft, there will never be short of some truly cringeworthy moments. Here is our list of most embarrassing on-stage moments they want you to forget. Konami, E3 2010. Through the years, Konami have had some truly awful E3 moments. We could literally make a list containing nothing but embarrassing stage moments with Konami involved in all of them. In Konami's 2010 E3 press event, there were definitely some moments that were just awful. And this one involves Tak Fuji, a developer who is working on 99 Nights in 3 and expected more applause than the audience wanted to whip up. That is, until Fuji had to corral the audience together, practically forcing them to clap until he felt it was enough.
Hi. Yes. The first one, the online co-op mode. You can compete in the online leaderboards and battle with armies of the more than 1 million troops. 1 million troops. Wow. 1 million troops. I love you guys.
So in the last dance sequence, I think you're able to see both of the players dancing real time on screen.
Nintendo E3 2008. There is little more humiliation that a video game company as big as Nintendo can do than to place her on center stage next to the very cool Shaun White and have her perform stunts atop a Wii balance board. And that's exactly what happened at Nintendo's 2008 E3 event in front of a crowd of thousands and possibly millions watching in their homes around the world. Taking to the Wii balance board just to show how fun and exciting Shaun White's newest snowboarding game could be didn't just end in disaster, it began in disaster.
So cool. Alright, make me look good now. Alright.
Yes! Alright!
Yeah.
That's not bad. 1,000 points.
And you're alright.
And I'm alright.
And you're alright.
I'm alright. I didn't hurt my wrist.
Sony E3 2006. Genji 2 is an action game based on Japanese history. The onstage developer starts out in a very informative way. We have history in video games? That's awesome! Nothing could go wrong at this point. Not only do we get some history in our game, but it also takes place in locations similar to those in ancient Japan. But wait, a giant crab boss just out of the screen and the camera doesn't adjust. The developer had to awkwardly wait until the crab makes its way on screen. After several moments, it finally shows up, where he then flips the crab over and attacks its weak point for massive damage. And who can ever forget the giant enemy crab moment?
So here's this giant enemy crab. What I'll do is use Benkei here to flip over this crab on its back. Let's see if he shows up. Oh, here it comes. It's behind you. He's all the way at this end of the screen, so if you'll hold on a second. Oh, here it comes. I'll switch over to Yoshitsune, hop on its stomach, and you attack its weak point for massive damage.
Xbox 360 Kinect fail of E3 2009. When Xbox's Kudo Tsunoda is on stage, we all know that we're going to see something crazy or weird. That happened at E3 when the Kinect was still known as Project Natal. In front of an enormous audience, Sonoda began to explain the power of Project Natal and the ability to control the Xbox dashboard with it. He also showed off his Project Natal avatar, who was making some already odd movements. But he decided those movements weren't enough. He wanted to show us the bottom of his avatar's shoes. Well, that didn't go so well.
It instantly mimics me on screen. You ever wonder what the bottom of an avatar shoe looks like? Well, bam! There it is.
It's Ridge Racer! Kaz Hirai is an interesting head of Sony's behemoth PlayStation company. He's not only an incredibly intelligent guy, but is also the figure of 1,000 memes from years of being on stage in front of millions of fans. One of Hirai's better-known moments was on stage at Sony's E3 2006 presser explaining the next game he was about to play himself on the PSP. It took a while for the game to load, so Hirai went into explaining the nostalgia of the game to the entire audience for quite a while until the game finally loaded, and he shouted out in glee, "It's Ridge Racer!"
And I'm sure you're dating yourself by saying that you remember. I don't know if you remember this particular opening. This was actually on the original PlayStation game as well when it was loading the game. Of course, I'm not a very good player even there. Game is powered by Namco. It's Ridge Racer. Ridge Racer! Remember that one?
Jade Raymond, the Game Awards 2015. It's hard to say why Jade Raymond messed up at the 2015 Video Game Awards. Her quivering and shaky voice wasn't prepared to speak in front of a live crowd, and she looked out of sorts from the start. Raymond then went on to praise the former voice actor of Snake, David Hayter, stating that no one can imagine Snake without the voice of Hayter. That is pretty true, but unfortunately, those comments showed no regard for Kiefer Sutherland, the new voice of Snake, sitting right there in the audience.
You need to find the actor that captures the voice of the character. Like, who could imagine Metal Gear without the voice of David Hayter? Sorry. That was a bit mean.
Trials of the Blood Dragon, E3 2016. If there was ever a WTF moment in video game history, and let's face it, there have been a lot, Ubisoft makes sure to take it with them to nearly every E3. Earlier in 2016, Ubisoft brought out a pair of developers in reddish-brown sweatsuit jumpers onto their E3 stage. With wrestling-style music loudly playing, the two men made it on stage to give each other a warm embrace, giving cringeworthy one-liners. But their spirits lifted the room into laughter, so maybe it was all for good? No. I'd say no. And by the way, who can forget this?
At its core, Ubisoft is a creative company with an independent spirit, and support for innovative projects is a part of its DNA. But every once in a while, that DNA mutates slightly, and this happens.
Here are the Ubisoft Creative Director Tag Team Champions, Andy Ellisoa and Dean Evans.
Shape Up, E3 2014. Aisha Tyler. That name may ring loud and clear in many gamers' ears, or it may not ring any bell at all. She is the onstage spokesperson for the recent Ubisoft E3 press conferences. Tyler is either loved or hated among the community for her oft-times too cringeworthy take on developers and games. But even more cringeworthy is the Shape Up demonstration wherein two employees decide to do push-ups whilst in-game cars are honking and elephants trumpeting.
Welcome, guys. You are here today to represent your country for a push-up contest to the death. No, I'm kidding. But the more push-up you will do, the bigger the object will be on your back. That's the game. Let's see who gets to the elephant first. Let's play.
It's really awesome. I have the tiger.
I hope that you are ready. Your country is watching. Be prepared. And you can go on the floor and start push-ups.
That was
Let's see
exciting.
the result. Oh, it's clear.
Oh, Gary!
US wins.
Gary, give it up for Gary from San Francisco. Justin, bon
Congrats,
effort. And, you know, lay off les frites.
Xbox One reveal event 2013. There's no denying that Microsoft started out this generation in the rough. Not being clear enough on their ideas of an integrated gaming console with tons of extra features has been passed off as a console that mainly played a bigger role for media, not gaming. So, it didn't help when the Xbox One was revealed, the developers behind the hardware mentioned the word TV more than they did any game.
TV experience. TV. TV and movies. TV. Xbox. Watch TV. 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 TV.
BattleTag E3 2010. BattleTag was an idea introduced at the Ubisoft press conference at E3 2010 where people would strap a vest on, have a sort of light gun hooked up to their vest, and zap each other in real life, similar to laser tag. When the developer of this game makes an appearance, he tries to explain to the audience how the game works. What follows is absolutely hilarious.
New ways of playing pop up. It started with the Wii, and now it's the DS. We got the Microsoft Kinect and Sony Move. The list continues. These technologies are adding a whole new dimension to video games. Interfaces are evolving at all times, and I am talking right now. I hope that's cool. If I'm talking, and now people are screaming. Awesome. Oh, all right. It's attractive people running around.
Hold on, Joe. The Blue Sharks.
We're all...
Take the lead.
Jeez.
Look out. Heads up.
Just gonna hide.
Are you Tyler or what?
Jeez. Wow. Like, please don't kill me. Wow. It's attractive people fighting each other with...
Come on, hurry up. 1 minute left. 3, 2, 1. Game over.
Playing Wii Music E3 2008. This is one of the cringiest moments in game stage history. When Wii Music was introduced, there was no talent needed to play a plethora of on-screen instruments. So how does a talentless person play anything instantly, you ask? Easy. Shake the Wii Remote violently and rapidly in any and all directions to play some semblance of music. The onstage demonstrator gave us a few closing our eyes moments because it's just too painful to watch him shake the Wii Remote while not looking too comfortable in the face at the same time. Jamie Kennedy, E3 2007. When Jamie Kennedy hosted Activision's 2007 E3 Game Presser, there was almost no salvaging his performance on stage. Flat one-liners, bad jokes, distasteful humor, it was all there. The worst part is when the audience didn't even respond to any of his jokes, he kept it up and even made fun of the audience for not laughing at his jokes. But as the old saying goes, the show must go on. It just went from bad to worse, especially when a developer was on stage and cracked a joke on Kennedy and the entire audience roared in laughter. One audience member was heard shouting to Kennedy about the developer, "He, the developer, is funnier than you." Ouch.
Faux?
Yes.
Like faux what?
Faux fun.
Faux cheesy? You're English?
I am.
And you guys know he's English?
I enunciate.
You do? So I was wondering if I could just do the whole interview as Ozzy Osbourne.
Absolutely.
All right.
Aren't you doing that already?
No. You guys are Americans. You're supposed to be with me, okay? We're not. Oh, who said that? You never get out of the house.
I'm not sure you got the physical presence, the gravity, to be on stage with this game right now. I think we need about 20 push-ups.
Mr. Caffeine Moments, E3 2011. For those of us who have been keeping up on the E3 coverage for the last several years will definitely remember the E3 of 2011, when Mr. Caffeine graced the stage with his out-of-context humor and odd behavior. While Mr. Caffeine tried his hardest to relate to the audience, it put up a massive gap in between them and his turning the E3 host into a living meme clear to this day.
Well, I guess I now know where not to take the kids on vacation this year. Hey, want to come over and play my Wii? Rabbits. We at Ubisoft know something about rabbits, don't we? It's not the regular kind of rabbits. I'm talking about the loud, obnoxious, slightly deranged, poop on your toothpaste kind. Everyone do it with me. I said everyone go.
Like this video? Why not give us a like and subscribe? We try and upload amazing videos almost every single day. Thank you for watching this video, and we'll see you on the next one.